This week on the Band Review with Jerry Thunder. We have Chicago-based rockers Marina City. You won't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a man who needs no introduction, probably because most of you have done it with him.
No way! That's Jerry Thunder!
He's a prophet, a poet, a genius, the leader of the revolution. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh.
You're the retarded offspring of 5 monkeys having blood sex with a fish squirrel. Congratulations.
You heard it yourself. That's Marina City out of Chicago. So, what can we say about this band? It's not too common that you get to hear a rock band nowadays that really, really is perfect for both genders. I mean, let's face it, it's got some powerful guitar riffs in there that flow really well. Some parts of it are angry about telling people off, that's good. But at the same time, it's got that soothing voice. And actually, they have 2 lead singers, and both of them are perfect for the, I guess you could say, female genre. I would call them panty droppers, if you will. They're crooners. And you know what? It's perfect, man. It's just like the old school people would say the same thing about Steve Perry back in the day. So hopefully the band doesn't take offense to the fact that I just called them panty droppers. But you know what? The guys can love this music, and so can the girls. That's a really big compliment, because most music these days are geared towards one or the other. You either have that crappy ass Justin Bieber shit, or you have the real stuff, the real stuff, the stuff that guys want to listen to, the stuff that you roll down your windows and you drive your convertible down the street going 90 miles an hour. And let's face it, most girls aren't into that. But let's be honest here, this band, I wouldn't mind blasting out my windows on a Saturday, driving down whatever road you're by, just cruising, booming this stuff. And it's something your girl could get into too, so that's always good. Now, I typically don't get into bands like this. I really don't. And when I first heard this band, or heard of this band, I should say, someone told me, oh man, dude, you have to hear this band. They sound so good. They're like perfect for a Warped tour. And as soon as they said Warped Tour, I put my hand on my head and rubbed it. I was like, oh, dude. No, I am not listening to anything that has to do with Warped Tour. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I try to give every band a chance, at least one chance. And so when they turned this on, I heard the riffs, and I heard the interesting mix of sounds that they use. You couldn't hear it in the samples that I used. And by the way, those samples, the first one was called Goodbye Eileen, and the second one was called When Friends Become Enemies. Now, you can't hear it in those, but a lot of them, especially in When Friends Become Enemies, you'll hear the synthesized keyboard, you'll hear a really cool keyboard intro with it, and then the guitar solo in that is kind of, I guess the way to call it is, it was DJ-esque. So they have a lot of hybrid, they bring a bunch of different elements from other genres of music into it. Like they bring the electronic kind of sound into it. If you really like that, you're going to love the solo in When Friends Become Enemies. I'm not going to play it all for you because I want you to check out the band, okay? That's not what this is about. I want you to check out the band. So if you want to hear what that's like, definitely look up that song, check out their Facebook page, and try their website. But anyway, so back to what I was talking about. So when I first heard this band, I was quite frankly surprised how good they were. They were unlike any other band that is out there today, in all honesty. They're not, I wouldn't call them the heaviest band out there, but they're definitely on the heavier side of modern rock, which makes it pretty cool in my opinion, because most modern rock is, as you are well aware of, a lot of it is kind of whiny. Like the singers are whiny, the lyrics are whiny. It's them complaining about their lives. And the way that I was always raised, as far as music is concerned, is you don't pay to hear somebody complain about their lives. Music is an escape, and it's an escape from for the audience to get away from their problems, not for you to hear someone else's problems. Now, granted, Marina City does bring a lot of their personal life experiences into it, whether it be positive or negative. But what makes them different in my mind is the way they write the song and the way the singers sing the song. Now, if you were to take some other modern band from, let's say, Warped Tour, let's just throw somebody out there, a lot of their singers sound a little bit whiny. It's constantly in a complaining tone, whereas Marina City, theirs seems more of one of those, it's like almost in a triumphant way. Because, like I said, they sound a little bit like Steve Perry in the sense that they're a crooner, and that they're crooners, I should say. And when you sound more like a crooner, you can talk about those negative life experiences, and it won't sound as much like you're whining as much as you're telling a story. And especially with the way they write their songs. Yeah, it's like the way they write it, it sounds like they're saying, yeah, these negative things happened in our lives. You know what? They weren't great, but this is how we got over them. And this is the progression here. We wrote the song about it, and now it's for you to hear. It's inspirational in a sense. It doesn't give off that negativity that you get when you hear somebody whining about, oh no, my girlfriend dumped me. What am I going to do? My life is over. You know, that kind of crap. The stuff that nobody wants to hear about. The stuff that reminds them about the problems in their lives. Marina City, it's different. Like, yeah, Goodbye Eileen is about a girl that dumped him. But the way he handled it was a little bit inspirational. The way he wrote the song was inspirational, and it encourages you to triumph over these adversities. If you listen to the lyrics in there, one of the key ones is, you're going to miss my company. Like, that's him saying, at first, I was down about this breakup. I didn't think that I was good enough for you. But you know what? It turns out it's the complete opposite. You're the one that wasn't good enough for me. And that is a completely relatable feeling. I mean, everybody who's gone through a breakup has gone through a similar progression of emotion right there. And how it usually goes is, I can't live without this person, and I wasn't good enough for them. That's why they left. But eventually you feel like, you know what? I'm above this. I can go beyond that person. And it's great to see that a song is written that relatable. It's so uncommon to see something that relatable to the audience. The audience can really connect with this band and be like, wow, you know what? They're on the same level as us. And that is what people need nowadays. You don't see that anymore in almost any genre of music, really. And it's sad, because music is supposed to be written not just for the artist. I mean, don't get me wrong, the artist writes it for themselves too. It's therapeutic for them too, but it's also supposed to be therapeutic for the audience. A lot of music nowadays is very self-centered, whereas the music of Marina City takes from their personal lives in that sense of self for them, but they write it in a way where it connects to the sense of self of the audience too. Now that's rare. And I'm going to leave you with this. The band rocks. Check out Marina City as soon as possible. I'm going to link up all their information at the bottom of the page. Facebook, some of the YouTube videos, Twitter, everything. So you can follow the band as much as you want. See when they're on tour and see when they're coming to a city near you. Because you know what? You got to check them out. I've seen them live, and these guys rock the house. Until next week on the Band Review, kick back and relax. I'm Jerry Thunder.
No way! That's Jerry Thunder!
He's a prophet, a poet, a genius, the leader of the revolution. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
You're the retarded offspring of 5 monkeys having blood sex with a fish squirrel. Congratulations.